season opens in a couple of weeks. How's the preparation with Meralco?
We're okay. I think we've had a couple of injuries the past 2 weeks, so we're trying to pivot with that. But when the game starts, I think everybody will be able to play already. Cliff had a dengue. Nu obviously had to take a break. But Nu joined us already yesterday. And then finally we have our import, Sue, came in 2 days ago. So, preparations are underway. We're working closely with Coach Nenad. Obviously, EASL is close by. So, Prince eBay is also here. So, we're trying to get them acclimated to what we're trying to do. And, excited about the season. It's tagal na. It's been a while since PBA, and our focus has really been on the Worlds and what a way we hosted, and then our Philippine team did so well. So now naman, we'll focus on the PBA. Tagal na.
Can you tell us more about your import?
Sue's been he's a vet. He's about 33, 34 years old. He's played in Israel, played in this part of the world, also in Japan. He's a guy who does a little bit of everything well. He's a vet. I think his character also is very good. My 2 days of seeing him, I see that he's a leader too. But he's more of a power forward, but he can also spread it out. So he does a little bit of everything. But excited to have him. I think we'll work closely with him, and I think he brings a lot to the table.
What's eBay for the EASL?
Yes, Prince. Yeah. Well, we'll be looking closely with Prince now because our first game is against Japan. No, I think their team has AD Durham and Tamayo. He's been playing very well, and I think they have another import. Their two imports are big men. So, I think we had to have a deadline with getting a big. We brought in Prince, but we'll evaluate and see because the other three teams are also good. The other two, yung Taipei team has a dominant guard. So we'll evaluate and see how Prince is. But he came in. We've heard he's had 100 games last year, so he's been moving around the world. And I think with eBay, what was important was from Northport, maganda yung pakikisama niya with the players, and then he does his role well. So, we're excited. I wish, we want our best there. We understand why he never couldn't make it. And sa PBA, tulungan yan. So, we were asked to host, and excited kami to be one of the two teams that will be part of the ESL.
Coach, yung Rio Pio, di ba? Andun pa si Allen.
Yeah,
You'll be able to...
it's gonna be funny because we've been with AD. With AD, when the pandemic hit, we couldn't really sign him up because there was no import limit yet, height limit. And then nabukas yung chances sa kanya sa Japan. I think their conference, there's 8 months. So, he's done very well. He won a championship with them. I think he won the MVP of the finals. He's added a 3. And I saw him, nagbisita siya dito. He visited. Ang laki niya. The thing there's another import that rebounds bigger than AD, stronger than AD. So, I think it's just good for Philippine basketball. I think we're in a disadvantage because those teams are playing with 2 imports in the conferences. So, pag nagcha-champion sila, they're already entrenched in what they're doing. Sa atin kasi 1 import lang eh. So, but the idea to be exposed to all these countries is good for us. And even though I think it's a bit in a disadvantage, I think as time comes by, we'll find ways to get that better.
Nag-international din kayo sa pre-season nyo sa Doha.
Doha, yeah.
So how would that help in this campaign of yours sa coming season?
I think it was good because it was an eye-opener for us. We were told about the Doha. We went on break after the on-tour, right? And I think for Meralco, when I'm looking at the last 6 conferences, 5 na nag-semis yung Meralco. So solidly, we've been doing well. We haven't gotten the championship, but we're always in the top 4. And I think the mileage with our players kinda I can see some of them are a little bit older in age. So when that PBA on tour came, and then si Coach Nenad was there, and he was trying to, put his system in, we didn't hear any complaints. Guys went all out, and I think you could see naman with the way they played, even if we had injuries, right? With that being said, we took a break, and then before we came back, right when we came back, we were asked if we could go to Doha, because I think the guys needed visa. So without weighing everything, we might not have been prepared, meaning we went through something, but coming back off a 1 month break, we haven't gone through the reps, right? But it's such a good thing to expose our guys there. At ang daming Pinoy, like, you'll be surprised with Qatar. Like, you come in there, lahat ng Pinoy sa malls, and then they moved our game. We were the only Philippine team. The 7 teams there are normally Middle Eastern teams. They're getting ready for the next week, which is their big Arab Cup. So they're getting ready for that. And their imports also, like the ones like the EASL, they play together na. So when we came in, we knew that, and we tried to get one more import. But I think overall, it was good for the players kasi kahit papaano, like Bong, Eileen, Diego, you're playing tough level competition, right? And I think it was good. The 3 games we played, we lost single digits. But yung maganda doon, even the referees, organizers were all Middle Eastern. But to get experience and to play through those stuff, I think will make us a better team. Because at the end goal in mind, obviously you want to do well, but with the preparation we had, I know we could do better if we had like maybe 3 weeks just to get the guys in. And I'd like, hopefully not only for Meralco, sana yung ibang teams mabigyan din ng chance, because it's getting worldly now in terms of invitations sa mga tournaments, di ba?
Meralco is hungry for the title. Assessing the strength of the team. What is the right purpose of the team? Can Meralco be a right team? Bring its first ever title in the part-time competition cup?
Yeah. Well, our goal is always to play at our best, to get an opportunity to win, di ba? But I look at the other teams, and we're right there. I think we've built the right way. We've tried to get in the draft. We've tried to build our culture. We always want to be there, and I think it's we have the tools. I think we have to understand also that some of the guys are a little bit older in age, right? So you have to, in an import conference, you have to get a good import. This is an opportunity for us now. I think we're still strong, but we also are open-minded to adding youth to balance it out. You look at the other teams, and not taking anything away from us, Meralco. You look at the other teams; they've always had a chance to strengthen their rosters. You look at the top teams; they're able to get better players, right? With us, we still keep the same guys, but we're not adding pieces. So as our guys are getting older, who are those guys that we can get to continue us being there, right? But that's the goal. That's the goal. I don't know where it stands. We want to play a good basketball, meaning we want to give us a chance every time. And I'm working closely with Coach Nenad. He is the active consultant. It's something that we're working together, and I'm new to this. I've not been in this type of situation, right? But we welcome that. At the end of the day, for both of us, we're looking for that we get our message across. We're able to get them ready, and it's important what the guys know. So
Coach, usually kasi pag may bagong coach, parang may adjustment period. But with you, you were named the coach before the PBA on tour, so you had a long adjustment period. So do you think coming into the season, wala na masyadong adjustment, and was there a drastic change in the system with Coach Norman and you and Coach Nenad here?
Yeah, well, in the PBA on tour, I was the one designated to coach. So Coach Nenad is our active consultant, but he wanted me to coach, and I think he wanted to observe and stuff. So, and I know the guys because last